The reason you aren't good at articulating, the reason you're not a good communicator, the reason maybe you are in your own way and you're not good at influencing someone or setting an anchor or even being charismatic is because you are stifling yourself by getting in your own way. So the same thing that puts people away from you, that lack of vulnerability you might have with others, is that same shit that's stopping you from being your best self. The same thing is stopping you from making more money. It's the same thing that's stopping you from getting into a state where you are very resourceful and have unlimited energy. So this filter works both ways. What I want to teach you guys how to do now is how to get out of your own way by doing something called free association. Free association is the ability to link things quickly. So you think about chair, then you think table. Table, tablecloth, right? But that's things I'm seeing. Someone throw out a random item. I'll just give you a word. Key. Net. Juice. So free association is a skill that when you practice it, allows you to get out of your own way. It's about your mind being able to link. We talk about anchors. It's about your mind having unlimited information. So this skill, just talking about all these things, my goal when you're saying that is not just to say the first thing that comes to mind. My goal when you say that is to say something that might be a little bit funny or entertaining. And I try to get faster at it. Sometimes when I'm really sharp, before someone even finishes a question, I already have an answer. And I could just see what someone's doing. Yesterday, I picked a young lady from the crowd who was over here, and she explained how she's worried about her mom dying. Now, I was talking to Alec about it. He's my VP in my company. And he's like, how didn't you notice her red lipstick? Like, there was an attention-seeking behavior there. And I was like, I did notice the red lipstick, but I misread the red lipstick. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, she's just looking to find, she's single. She's just looking to be attractive. Like, that's how I perceived it. But the truth is, that also means she's attention-seeking, right? He was able to make that link. For some reason, I didn't make that link. Now, there are many things that we have on us, and the way we dress, the decisions we make, the way we talk, the way you look, the way you present yourself here today, everything you do is not an accident. If your hair is straight, you straighten your hair. If you wash your hair, you wash your hair. I'll give you a great example of this. And this is where free association becomes powerful. It's not just freely associating, it's learning how to tap into the knowledge that's in front of you that maybe you're missing. So I'll give you something pretty cool. You're a woman. You just broke up with someone. You're heartbroken. What is one of the usual things you would do, don't say it, when you get in a breakup? What's the first thing a girl wants to do? She wants to change how she looks. What's the easiest thing to change about how she looks? First, she'll go shopping. And if that doesn't do it, she'll change her look. She'll change her hair. Now, if I look at someone and I look at the roots of their hair, how quickly does hair grow? Does anyone know? It's about half an inch a month. Half an inch a month. It's about half an inch a month. So if I'm looking at someone's roots and they're 2 inches long, how long ago did they dye their hair? 4 months ago. Now, I'm okay. I have a theory. She dyed her hair 4 months ago. All right. Something happened 4 months ago. Now I look at her haircut, her hair length. Did she cut her hair? Did she trim her hair? Is her hair long? Is her hair short? The FBI has an interesting statistic, and the statistic is that women with short hair typically have a negative relationship with their mother. So you now look, hey, they have short hair. All right, that's funny. And that's just, it's not, by the way, it's probabilities. These are not facts. These are not facts, they're probabilities. So it's not everyone, it's not a generalization. This is just the majority. But again, you have to support it. So I look at the length of her hair. The length of her hair indicates two things to me. One, it usually indicates to me whether she's trying to attract someone or not. If someone just cut their hair, are they trying to attract someone? Are they? Depends on the haircut. If she gets layers or something, is she trying to attract someone? If she cuts her hair super short and or super long, is she trying to attract someone? What is she trying to do? Yeah, she's trying to push people away probably, right? And by the way, these are just interpretations. Doesn't mean that they're facts. They're not always true. Someone might think that it looks better on them. Again, there's exceptions to this. Now let me give you an example. If someone has their nails done, right? I look at their nails, and they're grown out a little bit. Women know, obviously, if a woman looks at another woman's nails, can you tell how long ago she got her nails done? Yes or no? Yeah, you can. And can you tell if she went to a shitty place or a good place? Men, if you get haircuts often, can you tell if someone got an expensive haircut or a cheap haircut? I could tell. I spend $160 on my haircut every 4 days. Every 4 days, someone cuts my hair, no matter what. And they come to my house. So, and sometimes it's shitty, right? When you cut every 4 days, he's got to find something to cut. So, and sometimes there's nothing to cut. So, anyways, when you make that observation, let's just say you see this woman, her roots are growing out 4 months ago. Her hair is kind of long. Her nails are also long. What do long nails usually tell me?
Low stress.
No. Long nails, not grown out, just she got acrylics and they're long. What does it usually indicate? Attention. It's an advertisement. Look at my nails. Look at me. I want your attention. Women in relationships usually don't get very long nails unless they want attention. Now look at men. What happens when they are single? Gym. They go to the gym. They usually take care of their health, or they focus on work. They make more money. They get in a relationship. Usually what happens? And by the way, what age group am I talking about here? I'm talking about anywhere from like 20 to maybe 45, 50, right? It changes when you go a little older. I am getting extremely busy, but I still want to make time for you. If you want to change your life and you've wanted to speak to me or someone from my team to see how we can help you out because you're not sure yet, you're just getting familiar with what I have to offer, go ahead and click that link in the description right now and we will take care of you, help you go to that next level. So book a call with me or someone from my team, do it right now, and I will see you on the other side. So anyways, when you're looking at someone, what can we determine? There's a lot of things we could determine. That's what I'd like to indicate now. If someone's fat, what can we determine about them? They eat like shit. If someone has a clean haircut, what can I determine about them? But why do they care about their appearance? So are they around other people? Now, why are they around other people? Do they work with other people? Was there an event? They just recently got a haircut because you can see it's a guy who doesn't get that many haircuts. Huh? Maybe it's authority. But like, let's say I have a fresh haircut all the time. It's because I'm always on camera. I'm always working with people. I'm always around others. I always want to be clean. Someone else might grow their hair out to here. Do they sound like someone who's social? They're fat. Their hair's long. Their hygiene is shit. What does that tell me? Are they popular? No, probably not. So there's a lot of things we already jump to conclusions on. The question is, how much more can we jump to conclusions with? Not physically observing someone, but verbally. When we listen to what someone says, and I don't mean just kind of listen, I mean actually listen, what can I determine about what they're focusing on? Here's the number one thing you can get from someone who's talking to you. There's where you are, you're right here, happy person, okay? Because you have my seminar, so you're happy, even if you have like a big mole on your face. All right, so that's you. I'm kind of happy, even though you look kind of weird. All right, that's you. There's something you see in the future. You're either seeing something you want, something you don't want. Through your language, I can see exactly what you believe is going to happen in your life. I could see your patterns in your relationships, your businesses, your friendships. All I got to do is talk to you. And when I talk to you and I ask certain questions, I now know things about you. So the first thing we're going to look for is tense. Past, present, future. What tense is this person communicating in? Are they talking in past tense, present tense, or future tense? So for instance, I might say, yeah, I used to be fat. What does that mean? I'm not fat anymore. Mary smokes cigarettes. Mary doesn't smoke cigarettes anymore. Mary doesn't smoke cigarettes. Present. Anymore turns it into past tense. What this is called are presuppositions. Presuppositions change the meaning of a sentence. They are the assumption. What are we assuming here in this equation? What are we assuming in this sentence? Very important to note. Presuppositions will change your life. They will change your life. What's the presupposition there? No, that's the tense. The assumption there is it'll change your life. Presuppositions are probably the most powerful thing in all linguistics, in my opinion. It is the most powerful skill you can have in all linguistics. How would you like to buy? What's the presupposition? Here's why you should buy. What's the presupposition? That you don't want to buy. Here's why you should buy this. I'm assuming you don't want to buy this. Here's why you should date me. I'm assuming you don't find me worth dating. Here's why you should go to the gym. What image am I putting in your head when I say that? I'm putting an image that creates what? If I say, here's why you should go to the gym, why would I have to tell you why you have to go to the gym? Because they're not going to the gym. So what image am I putting in your head unconsciously? So your language actually changes the image in everyone else's head, and it also changes the image in your head. So this is where presuppositions get a bit tricky. Let me try and simplify this for everybody. If I'm in a mindset where I believe, we'll talk about, I don't know, someone give me some actual serious context you want insight on. Any context. You want to be better at sales, you want to be better at whatever. Just throw it out there. Okay, better at sales, better at marketing. Same thing, all marketing is selling someone to go to the page you're selling them on. And when you're on the page and you're selling them, again, the whole point is to make money. So marketing, sales, same thing. If I look at you and I say, here is why you need this. I'm assuming you don't know why you need this. But if I say, look, we both know why you want this. We both know why you need this. Let me tell you why this specific, today is the day you want this. I'm making the issue, what? The timing. I'm making the issue the timing. I'm not making the issue the product. I'm not making the issue the thing I'm selling, the thing I'm marketing. Now let's talk about an outcome. What's the outcome we want in sales? What is the outcome we want? Money. A lot or a little? A lot. So here are 3 different presuppositions in sales. Each one of them will change the game for you. The first presupposition, which 99% of salespeople have, is this. This is why you should buy. I am going to assume that you don't want whatever it is I'm selling. And I'm going to do my best to convince you. I just created a Mount Everest to climb that never needed to be there from the get-go. But because I set it up like that from the beginning, I now have to convince you to buy. I got into this phone call. I got into this dynamic, this interaction, assuming you didn't want to buy from me. Here is why you should buy from me. Worst frame to be in, the worst presupposition to express to a potential client. How many of us are currently doing that? Be honest. Here's why you should buy from me. Who's in sales and not doing that? So what are you guys doing if you're not doing that?
I'm just convicted in the product. So I'm like, yeah, man, like this is what it is. You have this problem, I have the solution.
So you're assuming the sale.
Yeah.
Great. That's the second frame. The second frame is, I know you want it, so let's just buy it. Very strong, you got rid of Mount Everest, and that'll work on most people. But then you get the occasional guy who's like, well, I still don't know if I should buy it. How do you handle that guy? Well, that's right. But you learned that from me. So the third one, and this is the best one, is I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to convince you. Why the fuck should I let you have the best product in the world? Why should I let you? Let me ask you questions. Why should I invite you into this? Why should I give you the opportunity? In that moment, right there, when I qualify you, you now automatically, the second you start answering my questions, the image in your head is that you really want it, and you're going to do your best to earn it. And every question I ask you is another hoop you jump through. And by the time I get to the close, you are so invested into this conversation, you have to buy. That is the best frame to be in. But that's because I'm going to the mindset that I know you want it, and I don't know if I want to give it to you. So presuppositions, the most appealing presuppositions, operate on something called the law of assumption. The law of assumption states, whatever I assume in life, I'm bound to get. That's pretty much what it says. Whatever I assume in my life, I'm bound to get. Because when you meet other people, whatever you assume, well, they're going to assume it too. I can't believe it. You haven't gotten Path to Power yet. Path to Power reprograms your mind over the course of 3 days in the most advanced hypnosis audio in the world. What it does is it gives you unbelievable amounts of confidence. It will allow you to go to that next level mentally and get over all mental hurdles in under 3 days. 15 minutes a day, 3 days, and your life is changed. So click that link in the description right now. Get yourself Path to Power, and I'll see you on the other side.